Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. Investigations are continuing into a stabbing at the Newcastle Ocean Baths last night. An 18-year-old man was stabbed multiple times in the shoulder and back just before 10 o'clock. He was taken to the John Hunter Hospital in a serious but stable condition. It's understood the man's girlfriend was with him when he was stabbed in the unprovoked attack. The woman wasn't injured. Police are appealing for witnesses to contact Newcastle Police Station. Hunter youth are meeting the criteria for a diagnosis of mental health disorder in any given year with little public assistance to support them. Wallsend MP Sonia Hornery has used a speech in Parliament to highlight the difficulty parents and families face in getting this support. She says she shared the story of a local grandfather who'd struggled to get assistance for his 15-year-old granddaughter.
We've been trying to help some families locally and their child is just under 16 and they've really got nowhere to go. They're spending as much time and effort and money on support for their child. But what they're saying to us is, why is a 15-year-old granddaughter not receiving the support that she needs? When she turns 16, she will get support, but she needs that support now to help her and for the families too.
A $3 million renovation is set to be approved for the Beach Hotel at Merewether, despite dozens of objections by nearby residents. Owner Andrew Lazarus has plans for a new upstairs terrace and live music venue and intends to have the downstairs pub trade until 3 a.m. from Monday to Saturday. Residents are worried the hotel could be turned into a nightclub with a rise in antisocial behaviour, noise and parking pressures. The DA says the upstairs terrace area facing Ridge Street will only be open until 10 p.m. and the rest of the space until midnight. Council staff have recommended the renovation be approved. Newcastle University's Outfit program has created a mock courtroom to help domestic violence victims come to grips with the often daunting court experience. With courtrooms becoming off-limits during the pandemic, the Newcastle Women's Domestic Violence Court Advocacy Service reached out to the University's School of Architecture and Built Environment for help to build a mobile courtroom which could be set up in their office. Head of school, Sue-Ann Ware, says around a dozen students and community members have volunteered the last 4 weeks designing and building all the courtroom furniture.
So this was 2 weeks every day and very intensely, mainly building the furniture off-site and then bringing it on-site. But it came together really quickly, but it was also partially because they were sort of at a point at which they were going to have to go out and rent a moot court or rent a space. So this way it could come to them.
Stella McKesser from the Advocacy Service says DV victims are more likely to give evidence in court thanks to the new facility.
We have really high rates of women who attend our hearing clinics actually turning up to give evidence at court, as opposed to women who don't come and don't have their questions answered and can't familiarise themselves with that space.
Whale-watching businesses in Port Stephens are enjoying a boom with sightings of migrating humpbacks, the highest in years. An estimated 35,000 whales headed up the Hunter Coast last year, and those numbers are expected to increase significantly this year.
2NURFM Sport.
Newcastle hockey stars Matt Dawson and Mariah Williams are going for gold in next month's Tokyo Olympics. The pair was selected in the squad on Monday, despite featuring in a disappointing 2016 Olympic campaign for the Hockeyroos and Kookaburras. Merewether swimmer Meg Bailey has recorded her second podium finish in Olympic qualifiers, yet has still not been selected for the Tokyo Olympics. Bailey delayed retirement for a shot at the 2021 Games and betted her personal best in qualifiers on Monday. Former Newcastle Jets star Joel Griffiths has led Newcastle Olympic to the FFA Cup round of 32. Now coach of the NPL side, Griffiths' side advanced to the national stage for the first time in FFA Cup history, securing their spot with a 1-0 victory over Coffs Harbour on Sunday. Merewether golfer Stacey McDonald has won the state title after a runaway win in Yarrawonga last week. McDonald recorded an 8-shot victory and has her sights set on the Australian Mid-Amateur in November. And Newcastle has finished runners-up in the New South Wales Open Championship, going down to Manly Warringah last weekend. That's sport. I'm Patrick Alderton.
And the winning numbers in Monday Lotto are 1, 11, 36, 40, 9 and 23, and the supplementaries are 42 and 35. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.